Hello YouTube and blog visitors. So this is the vlog I promised you guys. Well, the vlog I promised on my blog. Okay, so I tried to use my Denman brush to detangle my hair the other day. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Oh my god, it was horrid. Okay. I used to really like my Denman, but I think that was just because I knew it was gentler on my hair than like a boar bristle brush would have been, and I knew it was, I just knew it was better for my hair than tools that I had previously used. But if you know me, or have followed my YouTube channel or my blog, my primary detangling tool is a paddle brush. I started using a paddle brush over a Denman because when I would rub like my fingers over the bristles, the paddle brush always had more give. And even though they're supposed to be bad because of the little balls on the ends of the bristles, I don't want to say I didn't care, but I just kind of felt like, you gotta pick the lesser of two evils. Either have one that doesn't have that much give, or one with the give that you want, but it has, a potential cause of damage because of the design of the bristles. Now, I should be fair in saying when I tried to detangle my hair with the Denman, my hair wasn't dry, but it wasn't soaking wet and loaded with conditioner the way it normally is when I use my paddle brush. But that was because I had to rush through trying to style my hair one day, the day that I did it, and sorry, hold on. And so I was trying to just shingle in some product really quickly, not gel, because I do not like to put a brush through my hair if I have gel in it. It was just like a shea butter mixture and maybe some conditioner. I can't really remember. But dude, it did not have enough give at all. And I was just like, I can't do this to my hair. Like, I could feel that it was gonna be ripping hair out, and I don't want to say ripping it out, but I could just tell that, like, when I use my paddle brush, it's gentler, way gentler than the Denman. Oh my god, I'm blind, I can't see. So yeah, that's basically the Denman brush update. I can't see again. But there are some other kind of updates. The other day, I was so frustrated with my hair. It is so difficult living as the only natural in a house full of basically relaxed heads. My mom and little sister don't get relaxers anymore, but they don't wear their hair natural, like in its natural state. They still straighten their hair just using heat. So it's like the things that I have to do to my hair to maintain it and keep it healthy and be gentle with it and so on and so forth, they don't do. They don't worry about how they detangle. They don't worry about heat damage. The things that I worry about, they don't. So naturally, we treat our hair very differently. Most of the time when they style their hair, it's dry. They're gonna wash it, condition it, then they will probably blow dry it, and then flat iron it. I would never do that to my hair now, just because I refuse to get heat damage after working so hard to transition and keep my hair healthy to this point. But because they normally style their hair dry and I normally style my hair wet, it creates problems when we're doing something as a family, like we have to go somewhere. A lot of times they'll be able to, you know, just hop in and out of the shower, and then they're looking at me like I've got 3 heads or something because my showers are longer because I'm detangling my hair in the shower. Or, you know, I'll say, okay, yeah, my hair's done, but my hair's still like completely wet because I style it wet. And oh my gosh, I was just so frustrated the other day because it was my little sister's last home game. She's a cheerleader for her college. It was the football team's last home game, their last game of the season, and it was a home game. And we were gonna go and, you know, support her, watch her cheer, all that. And to make a long story short, I ended up missing the entire game because I had to leave out later than my mom and my little sister because, well, not because my hair was wet, but that was the day that I tried to detangle with the Denman because I was rushing and I just wanted to shingle in some product. And I was just like, oh my God, if it weren't for my hair, you know, if it wasn't for me trying to do cute wash and go or something, oh wow, you all can't even see me. I would have been able to go and see my sister at her last game and cheer her on, and I couldn't do that, and I was so mad, and like I literally like cried, like I was just so angry while I was fixing my hair because after I tried to shingle in with the Denman, my hair was just so retarded looking. Like I had to like start completely over. I washed my hair again to get all the product out of it. I like completely started over. So I was just so mad. It's like we go natural because we want to take better care of our hair. And in my case, part of the reason I went natural was, you know, yes, I want to take better care of my hair, but I also want to prove to myself, to my family, to any naysayers out there that black girls don't have to be mixed. You don't have to be born with the stereotypical good hair to have long, healthy, beautiful hair, you know, and that's what I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish long, healthy, beautiful, completely natural hair. And you know, you go natural for all of these noble reasons, but you don't think about, you know, could going natural negatively impact my life? And in my case, no, not really. It hasn't negatively impacted my life, but there are negatives with any change. There's negatives and positives with any change. And oh my gosh, like I was so frustrated. I was just like, you know, at this point, I wish I wasn't even natural. Like I wish I did flat iron my hair on a regular, because then it wouldn't have been any issue. I would have just flat ironed my hair to go see my sister, and we would have all left together, and I wouldn't have missed her game, and it would have been all good. But, excuse me. But because I know what all of that heat does to your hair on a molecular level, I can't bring myself to do it. Like, I can't. I used to be addicted to flat ironing my hair, like absolutely addicted. I used to be a flat iron junkie. At one point I owned like 5 different flat irons, just because they were all different, and you know, I used them all for different things, and so on and so forth. Even though, you know, I had no hair, you know what I mean? Like my hair stopped like here, and it was thin, and just, you know, but you know, that was cool. It was cool putting 410 degrees of Fahrenheit on my strands just to get them to look a certain way. You know what I mean? That was cool to me. But now I can't do that, because now I know the damage that causes, and you know, just one time here, one time there, it all adds up, and I can't do it to myself. So I was just sitting there crying and mad and upset, and I was just like, you know, why does natural hair have to be so hard? Why does it have to be so difficult? And I just kind of threw a tantrum because I was by myself in the house. You know, I didn't have anyone else with me, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna vent. I'm going to release all of these pent-up emotions, and I'm going to allow myself to feel how I feel. So I did. I just cried, and while I was detangling my hair in the shower, I'm just like, you know, just mad, crying, upset because I'm missing my sister's last game, all because I have natural hair and I treat my hair differently than everyone else in my house. they don't treat their hair like it's natural. They treat it the same exact way they did when they still got relaxers. So in my opinion, there's no difference. If you don't wear your hair in its natural state, no, you're not natural, especially when what you're doing to your hair will eventually change your hair's curl pattern anyway. Like, you know, you can relax your hair with a flat iron. It's called thermal relaxing. It'll take longer. It's a longer process. You know, it's a gradual process. But yeah, if you start off with 3C curls and all of a sudden they look at 3A, 3B, yeah, you're damaging your hair, and it's all for the sake of getting it to look a certain way when it already looks beautiful in its own state, in my opinion. So yeah, the woes of being natural. I was just so upset, but you know, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling much better now. Today's Tuesday. This was Saturday that all of this happened. And the only way I was able to perk myself up on Saturday was I had to tell myself, you know, it's not that natural hair is more difficult. It's not that natural hair is harder to take care of. It's just the fact that if you take care of your natural hair the way you should, in a household full of people who don't understand what you're doing, don't understand the reasons behind you not flat ironing your hair, the reasons behind you styling it while it's wet, detangling it while it's wet, and only when it's loaded with conditioner, and you know, all that stuff. Remember, I'm just speaking for me. Gosh, I hate this sun. But yeah, if you're in an environment where the people around you do not understand what you're doing, it's going to create difficulties because they're going to be making decisions based on, you know, how they treat their hair and what they view as normal. And you're going to be the oddball out. That's something that you got to be prepared for, and something you just kind of have to get used to. I am used to it, but it was just, I was really upset because I really didn't want to go and see my sister, and I was unable to do so because of my hair. Now, had I not tried to detangle with my paddle brush, I probably could have gone right along with my mom and my little sister and gone to my little sister's game, and everything would have been fine. But because I'm still learning my hair and still figuring out different things about it and trying and retrying things, you know, it was a bad decision on my part to try something different from my normal routine with my hair on a day that I just didn't have the luxury of extra time. So, lesson learned. If you want to do some kind of experiment with your hair, do it on a day that you actually have time to do so. Yeah, I just thought I would share those natural hair woes. I'm feeling better, but that day I was definitely kind of like, F this natural hair crap. You know, it didn't push me to the point that I wanted to flat iron my hair or get a relaxer, because I'd have to be crazy to get a relaxer. I really would, knowing what I know. I wouldn't necessarily have to be crazy to flat iron it, but yeah. But it did make me sad, and I blamed my hair when, you know, that whole situation could have been avoided. But I just thought I would share that situation, and share my feelings and my thoughts and what was going on, and do the vlog that I promised on my blog. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and please follow the blog, which is GeminiCurls.blogspot.com. Just go to it and click the follow link up in the top left-hand corner of the page next to the search bar, and you will be notified of all of my posts and, you know, anything going on with the blog. So please do that. And excuse me. So please do that, and I will see you lovely ladies later. Bye.